time. Okay, clearly I'm doing something wrong. It has not. I think we are live in some places.
We're live in StreamYard. Did you do the live in the Facebook? Because you have to do
Yeah,
it twice.
but the go live button is grayed out. And I don't know why.
Oh, stupid Facebook.
Stupid Facebook is right. And I put all this stuff in.
Does it have a
Let
title?
it-
Did you put a title in Facebook?
Put a title in Facebook. Let's edit this and make sure that it's right. Hello, other lands. YouTube, LinkedIn.
I forgot.
Please bear with us while we fix this disaster. That is Facebook. We can't fix Facebook. Let's be real.
Facebook. Oh, I can't. I don't. It's just too much for me to even have a smart ass comment about it. Facebook is Facebook, man.
Okay, let's try it again. Title, save changes. It just is not connecting. What do I do, JKN? Do you want me to share my screen? It worked. It sees us. We're live. All right, friends. Dear YouTube and LinkedIn people, thank you for bearing with us in this disaster. We are now finally live on Facebook. Things are doing great. As you get here, please comment, tell us you're here, answer the questions. It's only worth watching something live if you get your questions answered. Now, what we're doing today is this is our behind the scenes adventure of JKN and I going through the Launch Your Business Academy together. Like we are actually going through all of the stuff like we're clients, like we're just starting our businesses, etc. And we're talking about what we learned, what we changed, how it affects our business, and all of those things that people want to know about what really goes on behind the scenes in businesses that teach other businesses. So, JKN, tell us where you are in the academy. Give us an update of where you are.
Let's see. I think it was week 3. I think it's week 3. Yeah, it has to be week 3 of marketing. So this was the module where you talk about zebras, elephants, lions, and oxpeckers, which
Perfect.
First of all, immediately oxpeckers would be like in my head, those would be the people that you'd want to get rid of, but that's not the animal that we're talking about. So just so you know, I thought that was funny, but I also found it hilarious because I like to point out how how your training relates directly to me. You list your characteristics, traits, whatever of your zebras, and I'm not a zebra. I'm not one of your zebras. Would you like to know why I am not one of your zebras?
Yes, I want to know why you're not one of my zebras. Guys, for everyone who's listening, you want zebras in your business. Those are like your best favorite clients. Okay, go JKN. Why aren't you my favorite client?
Because your zebras are only in their 30s.
Oh, you know what? I thought you were in your 30s anyway. So if you never told me, I wouldn't have known that.
I know. I've always looked way younger than I actually am. But no, I'm actually 41, and I was like, oh, I've been excluded.
Do you see? We're still inclusive though. Just because you have a target market doesn't mean you don't let other people come.
Yes.
So
Which you were very clear in that in the training. So that was good. There was a second reason I'm like, oh, I'm not a zebra, but I don't remember what that was now. I've slept since then. But it also was humorous to me. So I just like to give you hard times.
That's so funny. Hello, Amity, who's watching. I'm always happy to see you.
Me too. Right. It's been a minute since I've seen Amity.
So, really quick, guys, I teach them outside of the academy a little bit different. So outside of the academy, I teach those 4 types of clients different. We talk about fans, friends, frustrators, and foes. Your fans are your zebras. Those are the people that you want in there. What, JKN, as you're going through that, was there anything that you were like, this is helpful to me, or is it all just repeat for you?
You know, that's a really fair question. But I've heard you train so many times on that particular topic that it was a repeat for me. But I probably heard that training from you at least 5 times. So
That's fair.
to be fair, it was the first time, however, I heard you use the animal reference and how we're building a refuge, a zebra refuge. I really liked that analogy. I think that was really good. A lot of times people might people, for whatever reason, when you break business concepts down into like animal analogies, they work really, really well. So it was the first time I heard you make that analogy, which is why I laughed at the oxpecker, because I didn't know what an oxpecker was actually, and I did not realize it was a symbiotic relationship with a zebra. And I probably don't have to tell you why I immediately was like, there's no way an oxpecker is somebody I want in my anyway, I digress.
All right, let's talk. I'll teach them a little bit about an oxpecker just because there's people here and talking. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Lisa. It's a good morning for this.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see all of your face. I mean, I don't see any of your faces, but let's pretend I do.
We keep streaming this in the wrong place. So thank you for being here now that I finally did it right.
Thanks for telling us you're here, really is the truth.
This morning, JKN got in and was just waiting for me while I stared at my computer because I didn't know she was there. So we had like 5 minutes of her just staring at my face, and like the dumb face you make when you're just scrolling. It was a good moment. Anyway, oxpeckers. So an oxpecker is like, when we're talking about outside the academy, talk about friends. An oxpecker is someone who is coming into your business and they don't spend a lot of money. Sometimes they take a ton of your time and you are chasing them and chasing them and chasing them. But these are the people who buy like $5 products, that are not buying your biggest package, that are not moving into like your actual core product. And a lot of times we spend too much time on them, one, or we try to just say, you can't be a part of this program. We don't want you in my business, and fire them. And in reality, they add, she said symbiotic relationship. The oxpecker eats all the little bugs off the zebras, and they kind of help add to the whole atmosphere. You want your friends in your business, but we don't want to waste a lot of time there either. So we want to make sure we have packages and options for our friends or oxpeckers, right? Instead of just being like, no, thank you, or spending a lot of time chasing them, trying to force them to be something that they're not. Does that sum it up good?
Yep, that's fantastic.
I love this training. This is one of my favorite trainings. And if you keep going through it, so for anyone in the academy would already know this, but if you keep going through it, we also turn it into a whole planet, and we have an art project.
Yep.
To help me. Sorry, keep going.
That was the third video in the module.
Because you want to make sure. So let me tell you a story. Nobody asked, but here I am. My husband recently bought himself a Corvette because it's been like his lifelong biggest dream ever. And he was like, let's just do it. I'm ready. So he bought himself a Corvette. And I was noticing as we bought said Corvette that they know their people really well. And when you know your people really well, you can create like this really, really cool product and business for them where they're like, oh my gosh, you were thinking of me. Like if you push a button on the dashboard, then the screen, the like radio screen lowers so they can put their nerd gadgets inside. They've done like so many things, like so many little details, knowing very much who the nerds are that buy Corvettes, because it is kind of nerds and golfers. The trunk exactly fits a golf bag, like exactly fits a golf bag. They know who their people are, and so they were able to create something really cool. If you know exactly who your people are and who your people are not, and how to create a planet for them, ooh, people come to you because you have just you make them tingle.
So I love car analogies way more than I love animal analogies. And the best way that I ever heard this, I mean, we'll call it what it is, marketing. If you niche down correctly, that's what we're talking about right now. And I like cars. My husband is a gearhead. He makes me watch all of his YouTube. He doesn't make me watch. I actually enjoy watching the YouTube channels. Don't tell him I said that. But you could occasionally see if you're watching TV, which I only watch like streaming services, but you've probably maybe seen a Corvette commercial sometime in your life. But have you ever seen a Lamborghini commercial in your life? No, because Lamborghini doesn't run commercials on TV. They don't need to. They know their people so well that they market to them in their watering holes, in good watering holes. See how I circled that back? Damn, it's good.
Good job.
I did really good. And going back to what we talked about weeks ago, like I was very intentional with my learning this week, so I'm getting better. Anyway, so just something to think about when you know where your watering hole is and you know who your people are, who your zebras are, it affects where you market.
Yeah. Yeah. And it changes everything, and we don't have to like chase our tails so much around and around. And that's kind of what I learned when I was going through it, because I'm watching these as well. I'm going back through it, I'm fixing things, and I'm actually applying all the things that I learned. And as I went back through it, I was like, oh, I'm getting a little off on who my person is. So instead of creating something that's like, yes, this is me, I'm kind of making it too broad again. And so I need to pull things back in.
Yeah.
Like we're spending a lot of time in my business gathering as many leads as we possibly can. And like my email list is bigger than any of my social media, almost twice as big as any of my social media accounts. But it doesn't really matter because I haven't been focusing on those zebras and making sure they have everything they need to keep them in my business and to keep them coming back and to make them feel really happy and content and like they're achieving everything they need to. So we just have to like, it's nice to have a reminder.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm glad that I'm going through the marketing course now. I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, which I don't think anybody heard us talk about it. But first of all, if you don't know, I have multiple businesses and I have multiple big clients that I do a lot of marketing for. So a lot of projects going on at one time. And I often put my JKN solutions on the back burner. The marketing, one of my favorite sayings is the cobbler's children have no shoes. But I recently discovered this product that is filling what I think is a massive hole for my clients, my small business clients and my coaching clients. And I got so excited about it. I dove right into it, and first of all, I love it because there's a blueprint and tells you how to do the things, right? But I was following that blueprint too specifically, and I let go of who my zebras were, right?
Uh-huh.
And I let go of my brand, we'll say boundaries for now. So I was all over the place. I was saying the things that other people were saying, and I was being really dumb. And finally last week I was like, why am I doing this? Nobody wants to hear the things that I'm saying because I'm not speaking to my zebras. I'm speaking to, it's like I'm a weight loss company and I have a product for everybody, which I don't think you specifically mentioned weight loss companies.
But there's
not a business in the world where you serve every single person. So stop saying that. And I laughed out loud. And I don't think you actually said stop saying that, but I read between the lines because it's true. There's not a business in the world. So I say all that to say this is really good timing. I didn't even say my point. Going through the training is a reminder to me that I need to reel myself in and stay true to the brand that we created, in course one, and be marketing like I matter and like I know who the hell I'm talking to, and not trying to, reach everyone because that's dumb.
It is. And we feel like part of the reason people are like just insane Disney fans and will pay tons and tons of money to go be at Disneyland with an outfit every day and all of those things, it's because it feels super good to them. They feel like they get it. They feel like they can be nerds. They feel like Disneyland understands them. Like they say things like that. That's how you get those raving fans and those super loyal customers that come back again and again, is when you walk in, you're like, you get it. You get it. You have evening classes because you get that I'm at work all day. You have daycare options because you get that I have kids. Whatever that looks like, feeling heard and feeling understood is a big deal. So if you understand your people, you can help make sure that they feel heard and they feel understood. And you're not just saying, I have something for everyone. Please come, which again, doesn't make anyone feel excited or trust you or any of those things.
What's that really popular saying? We're probably not going to think of it, but it's like when you speak to everyone, no one hears you, but when you speak to one person, everybody hears you. Something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Same thing here. And along the same lines, when I got my shit together yesterday, and I was in the JKN zone, not the stupid zone. What, I don't know what else to call it. I worked all last week. All of my marketing was totally off brand, totally off point, not super generic, but just like not speaking to my zebras. And yesterday when I got my life together, people were coming out of the freaking woodwork.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. When you feel, actually, that's a really good tip. Write this down. This is a nugget. When you feel like you've done a lot of work, a lot of marketing, we'll say 7 days is a really good time, and nobody's responding to you, there's a problem. It's not them. It's you.
Yeah, which is hard.
Yeah. And I need that slap in the face all the time. Like I get super excited. And so I just start doing and saying things. And I'm like, what? No. I do it more frequently than I should, especially as a marketing person. So know that when you do get into those, we'll call them ruts, right? Maybe the elephants have created ruts in our reserves.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm doing so good today.
We're doing great.
I told you. Nobody knows this because they didn't watch us, but I was recovering from a concussion and I'm no longer dumb. Anyway,
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I know, right? Gosh, I'm so proud of myself too. I haven't been this smart for a couple of weeks, and I lost my train of thought. So, oh nope, it's gone.
You were saying the elephants dug ruts, and sometimes we get stuck in a rut.
Yeah, and we just need to. I don't know.
We need to. We're talking about branding, and we need to lean into our brand and who we are. And make sure we're understanding our customers instead of just saying we have a thing.
Yeah.
And expecting people to show up and get excited about it. The exercise in the academy, I should probably be doing almost twice a year just to make sure that I'm still on track. What can be fixed? What can be tightened up? How do I make sure I understand who my people are so I can give them everything that they need, etc. Like this, I have it in a book, but I'm realizing as I say it, this whole planet exercise where again, you're creating a whole planet for your business and every single part of this means something else. I have it in a book, in a bookshelf, and I think it actually needs to be on a wall.
I thought you had it on your wall.
I don't.
I'm a little surprised.
I am too. I definitely should have it on my wall in a different way so that I can see it all the time and help make sure that I'm still actually helping people the way they need help instead of just, I want to sell a program. I want to sell a program and really get to know people.
Maybe what else you should do with your planet drawing is you should draw another planet like Pluto that's off far away and that it has your lions and your elephants on it. Or no. I take that back. Pluto should have your lions and what a lion looks like. And then there should be like a Mars that's a little closer. Like we kind of like these people, but we don't want them very close to us because they take up much space. Oh, and you should definitely have a giant elephant towering over the Mars. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll work on that in my spare time that I do not have. But yeah I should at least put that up in a better place where I can see it because it's really easy to like say that you know your people and say that you know your brand, but then we just kind of drift from it because things aren't working right or we're not communicating well. And we're just kind of throwing stuff out there instead of coming back and being like, okay, what do they need to hear? What helps them? How do I give them a quick win, etc.
Yeah,
it's a big deal. I need to do it more often because it's so easy to just drift. So.
It's super easy, especially anytime that you have new stuff coming up and you get excited about it, or you get stuck in those elephant ruts. I'm going down that road again. I don't know where I was going, but all the things.
I love it. All right. For anybody watching, make sure that you join us in a workshop. We have free workshops all of the time, at least one every week. So if you haven't been in a free workshop, get in a free workshop. I'm putting the link in the chat on Facebook, at least. I'll put it up everywhere else later.
Oh, look at all these comments.
I know we've been doing good today. Usually we just talk to ourselves because I don't know how to go live correctly. So we're happy that I learned it. Jump in a free workshop if you haven't already. Make sure that you are focusing on who your people are and not just vaguely, but that you know what they care about. You know what their goals are. You know what they like. You know what their fears are, etc. JKN, do you have anything last minute nuggets? Last thoughts,
no.
final thoughts.
No, I had a lot of really great nuggets. So go back and watch this whole video and write them all down. And then you can send me a message and how it changed your life forever. No, I'm kidding. That's not this type of live video. Yeah. But we should probably talk about the coaching that you have, right? Because if you like hanging out with either one of us, that you have now unlimited coaching. You can spend more time with me if you wanted to.
The unlimited coaching is super cool because you know how you hire a coach and they tell you to do a thing and you don't quite get the thing done, or you need to talk to him now, but you have to wait a month to talk to him again. All of those things, we fix the problem, and we have, it's called Warp Speed Coaching, and it's a 3-month commitment. So you get in and you're like, JKN, this is my goal. And she's like, hey, this is exactly our map. We're going to figure out a map to get to your goal. And then you schedule a 15-minute call with her after that map. And she's going to be like, here's your next step. And then you can schedule another 15-minute call, another 15-minute call as often as you would like. But you have to get the task done that she gave you in the last call first. So as soon as you get the tasks done, you can book another call and another call. Again, making sure you get your tasks done, which helps you have accountability. It's actually getting things done. We're focusing on one solid project all the way through. So you're getting a ton done in significantly less time, and it has a great price point. Did I explain that well, JK?
Well, and to be clear, it's not just me. Kara and Britta are also coaches for the Warp Speed Coaching. And so if I scare the pants off of you, you don't let that hold you back.
Yeah. And you can come back. Again, it's unlimited. So if you're getting things done super fast, you can make an appointment that same day. I mean, you can't like book in 20 minutes and expect us to just be there, but you can make sure that you're booking consistently again and again and again. So you constantly have the accountability, the next steps, all of those types of things. That's super fun and cool. Let us know if you're interested in that as well. And I will send you the link. Maybe I can find the link. Let's find out. Oh my gosh, it just comes right up. What a day. All right. And then coaching. Hello, Holly. And if you are in the academy, we have super cool things for you guys, which Holly is. All right. Those are my biggest things. We're just going, like I said, through the academy step by step, and we're working on marketing, and it's helping me refocus on the people who matter and let go of the people who I did not build my business for, which we kind of accidentally chase sometimes. So that's where I am. Anything else before we go, JKN?
No, I think that this was a fantastic little session. Let's talk about next week. I don't even know. Is there another module, or are we in our
We're in finance? No, not finance. Online presence. We're going to be talking about online presence. Ooh, which is a good one. So that means next week, if we're talking about online presence, we are talking about Google. So we'll be talking about SEO, how to make sure Google can see your website, how to all of those types of things with JKN, which JKN knows a lot about, but we'll see if my stuff teaches her anything. And we'll talk about what we learned.
Real talk, I do know a lot about all of those things because I've had a really hard time finding somebody who could teach. Like, I want to be friends with somebody who teaches SEO, right? And I have not found that person. So if you're watching this and you're that person, let's be friends. But for my travel company, I'm outsourcing SEO. So I'm about to learn a whole lot more, but I'm really excited about that. I didn't know that's what was coming up.
Ooh. That is what is next. Google is what we're talking about next. Probably talks about your Google. I don't know. I created this 2 years ago. And so we're going to find out what's really in there because it's easy to forget all the details. So I think it talks about Google business listing, how to make sure it's found, your SEO on your website, all of those things. And that's what we'll talk about next week.
Oh, that's going to be fun for me.
All right. We're here every Tuesday at 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, talking about our businesses and what we learned in the academy and what you can learn and how to get more help. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you all so much for being here. See you next week.